Happy weekend energies to you, dear hearts. Welcome to our weekly reading. My name is Victoria, and we will be pulling from the Tarot of Light to this week. I trust this message finds you well in its perfect timing. We are halfway through the Virgo season, the sun in Virgo. Right now we have the moon moving through the watery depths of Scorpio. So if you feel a certain sense of kind of sitting back with yourself and just kind of being more relaxed, contemplative, and even dropping deep down into those emotional fields, that may be the case with this moon in Scorpio. If any intense emotions do come up, remember to take time to process them and don't let the mind get away with itself. We have the opposition between the Sun and Saturn tonight. So this is Saturday morning when I'm recording this, and we will have that this evening. So give yourself time and space, and try not to be too hard on oneself. Of course, take into mind, the responsibilities and the things that need to be taken care of, but also give yourself time to breathe and to shine and to flow, and give yourself time. I'm hearing give yourself time to gather your tools for the missions, for the accomplishments, so that you have that assistance and that fluidity when accomplishing your tasks or your goals. So give yourself that time and space. So the first card that we have for this weekend, going into probably, so like Saturday, Sunday, Monday-ish, maybe Tuesday, is 5 of Stars, diversity. So this card is showing a dynamic of inner and outer forces that are of different ideas, different angles, different approaches. And although they may seem to conflict, this card is reminding us to find our center, find that clear spot within us, where although many forces and many ideas and many viewpoints, either opposing or aligning, may be happening around us, we can find that clear spot within and move forward with an appreciation for all viewpoints for the most part, and at least a neutrality, so that we remain in our center and our clearness moving forward, and still with our passion, with our spark of life, with our intensity and inspiration of positivity, because this is the 5 of Wands in traditional tarot, and this is usually a conflicting card. But when we can align with the center point, the center of the 5, the center of the pentagram, or the spirit part of it, we can move within all the angles in a graceful way, gathering and obtaining and integrating all the qualities that are necessary and supporting for our existence in the physical world. So contemplate that. And the second card is the Universe card, expansion. So from the center, we move from the inward to the outward. The Universe card is the culmination of the major arcana. So it is the manifestation of the universe. It is the card between, on the tree of life, between Yesod and Malkut, between the etheric astral world and the physical world. All things must pass through the Universe card. This is it's not the lesser womb, but as opposed to the first womb, which is where all creation was birthed, this is the second womb, where we are birthed into the physical world. So what are we birthing on? What are we focusing on? This card of the 5 of Stars is reminding us to align with our center, even with all the other cosmic forces and opposing forces in the universe happening. Align with our center. So when we expand and blossom outwardly, we're blossoming in the essence that we truly are and that we want to come from and that we want to generate and that we want to magnify and birth and replicate. Because remember, we're replicating our energy in each moment that we're here on the planet. We're birthing it and birthing it and birthing it and birthing it. And what are we birthing? So we're moving within cycles of time. And each cycle is a little different depending on how we choose to change, to shift. So how are we birthing and replicating and replicating? Through our mind state, through our emotions, through our thoughts, through our actions. So when we can align from the heart space, then we blossom outward in that unique pattern and blueprint that is our own, that no one else blossoms in that way. It is unique to creation from our spirit self. We all interconnect and interweave. So blossom from your heart space. And then this last card we got is the Magician Impulse. So I thought that was so cool. So as we expand, we move into the place of the magician, to the one that has the tools of power. Now these tools, the outer tools, are a reflection of the inner tools. All the tools that we need are always within. Everything is within. And then the manifestation is outwardly. The outward tools we use, whether those say are candles, or music, scent, atmosphere, those are all to assist in replicating that inner state of being. But as we ground and integrate that inner state of being, we will be able to bring that about without the tools. That's the goal, that we replicate that so that we no longer need the outer, but we know what it is in the inner. These are all reminders. So as we move through the world and we have this magician, we have all the tools, we have the life force, we have the energy. I'm going to read a little bit about this lovely magician. So the magician reveals that what you are seeking is seeking you. The universe fills your energy and impulses and brings evidence of this to you. We sometimes call these synchronicities, fate, or destiny. However, all comes to you as a gift of choice. You are able to transform any circumstance. Your quest may take you into formal or spiritual study. You may be prompted to read a book, seek a teacher, or reflect on your life to learn from your experiences. Whatever is happening in your daily life, you can respond with the transformative tool of love. So your energy draws knowledge and experience toward you. Choose what feels good, leave the rest on the path. So as I was reading that, I was seeing a seek and understand and know that inner magician. So perhaps take some time out of your busy day and sit with yourself. And there is a phrase in one of the schools that I've gone to that they would say in getting to know thyself, talk to the mighty master within, talk to the mighty creatrix within, talk to the higher presence within. Not as a outside force or a greater force, but as an inner force already integrated. This is a further in-depth level of the understanding that the Creator and ourselves are one. We are one and the same. We are the great magician, and we are the individual finite, I don't know if that's quite the right word, human on the path in the world, on the planet, on Earth, but yet we are both. We are the inner, we are the outer, we are the micro, we are the macro. So take some time to contemplate that. That's coming through. And so, yes, the inner reflection to the outer and how we want to manifest that. All right, my dear friends, I trust this reading will find you well, and I am doing online readings. I've had a couple of you approach me. Check your DMs. I've written back to some. If you haven't received it, just reach out. Maybe for some reason that message might not have gotten to you, but I definitely am doing those online readings. I'm doing astrology readings, and I'm also going to be doing something called like a weekly astral quickie where I go through the transits that are going to be hitting your natal chart for the week. So that's going to be just like a quick 20-25 minute phone call, where I just go through it. I'll email you a chart and what the transits are, and go through it with you. So if you're interested in something like that, please let me know. I'm very excited about doing these. All right, I will talk to you later. Have a beautiful weekend and week ahead. Many blessings.